And action.
Recording?
Yeah.
Alright, welcome to the Team B Kitchen. Today we're going to be making pulled pork. Alright, so if you've ever seen any pulled pork video, you probably know what we're going to be doing here. This is an entire picnic roast, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to chop this hog off because we don't really need it. So let's get started with that. 10 out of 10 cutting skill you get. That's a good shot. Okay, so we're going to be starting from the back end here. You're going to be cutting in, then you're going to hit bone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work my way around here. Kind of get through the skin and try to meet up around. Make a damn mess. Really what I think we're going to be doing is just getting rid of this meat off the bone. Because that's just going to that's going to add to your cooking process. It's going to take longer to do. So, we're going to try. Let's cut down to the bone. We'll work our way around. We're just going to get all this lean off. I'm scared. Okay, so it doesn't have to be perfect. What we're going to do next is we're going to get the skin off because I don't want to have to rip it off later. It's just going to ruin your meat. Alright, so the next step that we're going to have is we're going to make this rub. Now this is kind of a take on the Aaron Franklin Austin barbecue kind of rub. We don't really want to measure anything. I got to start it on some black pepper right now because all we have are the berries, as it were. And so what we're going to add now is your kosher salt. You want the good stuff. So you want to get the diamond kosher salt. This is approved by pretty much everyone. If you work in a kitchen, it's probably the best one you're going to get. So what we're going to do now is we need a little bit more black pepper. You like it peppery. Going in there, bud. And alright, look at that. Marvelous. Alright. So pour your constituents back on in. And we want this about 50-50 or salt and pepper. Just about where we're at. What? So what you want to do now is you want to mix it up. And that's the start. And that's a pretty nice looking start of a rub. We're going to get going on next here is we want to do a good bit of paprika. What paprika does is it gives you a lot of flavor. By flavor I mean it gives you a lot of color. So we're going to do that. Looks about enough for one pork shoulder. Garlic, because garlic's always good. Yeah. Onion to help balance out with the savory. There we go. Some chili powder. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to blend up some of this mustard powder. Mustard seed. And additionally, if you wanted to add some brown sugar for a little sweetness, you can do that. Not really for us. Shake it on up. There's your powder. Next step we're going to do is We're going to put some olive oil on the pork, and then we're going to apply our rub, toss it out on the smoker. Applewood, baby. Alright, let's get this bad boy out on the grill. So we got our beast here. We're gonna go ahead and toss it right. Oh shit. God damn it. It's good. Alright, so it's been about 4 hours now. What's going to happen is on your fat cap on the top is going to start to split. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this and I'm going to wrap this up in this tin foil. It's a point of contention with a lot of barbecue people. However, it's always worked for us, so we're going to do it. So, pull that down. This bad boy out of the way. Stick it right there, it's all good. Kind of on a cable here. This is already looking pretty good, isn't it? Look at that. That's amazing. Go ahead and wrap it on up here. Now you don't need to add any more smoke, nothing else. It's good as is. Can you grab me another piece of tin foil? So we're gonna let this go because this is about 8 pounds. It's probably gonna take about 10 hours to do, at the very least. Stick it on in there. There we go. Perfect. Okay. We're ready. We'll come back in about 2 hours. We're gonna spray it right on down.
Cool.
Alright, so here we are. We're a couple hours later. We've been smoking this thing. This is, again, 8 pounds. We smoked this for probably, I gotta be perfectly honest, probably it's been about 10 hours. And as you can see, this ham hock bone falls right out. This is perfect. This is when you know it's done. However, the thing is now you gotta pull your pork, right? So what are you gonna do? You're just gonna, I mean, it's like all the fat. This is kind of good. I ain't got time for this.
So nobody else is going to do this right, so I have to go in and do it for everyone. That's good one. It's still not going through. You've got the dull knife. Oh my god, this pork is made of dog bone.
Get your pizza on there.